So I've just topped every upgrade I've done on my truck in one evening with an idea I had a while back to get power to the outside of my truck. This is really cool. It only took me about 30 minutes to install. Basically what I did was wire up a 12-volt outlet to the back side of my toolbox between the toolbox and the back of the truck. So there's probably 3.5 inches of space here, so any 12-volt outlet should be able to plug in. But just gives me access to 12-volt power outside of my vehicle, and it's connected to the number 6 upfitter switch inside of my truck. So anytime I need power to that socket, I just get in my truck, turn on upfitter number 5. It's wired to constant power all the time, which is a quick modification you can do underneath the front of the truck to the fuse box for the upfitter switches. And now that 12-volt socket has power outside of the vehicle. So whether I have a spotlight or a car charger or, any type of USB charger or an inverter, anything I need power to outside of the truck, I simply can come out here, flip this up, plug it in, and flip upfitter switch number 5, and it's powered on. Comes in really, really handy, and don't think I could have found a better place for it. Hey, what's going on, everyone? I wanted to make this quick video to demonstrate the Black Oak LED lights that I installed in my truck. I replaced the OLB lights that came with the ranch hand bumper originally, mainly because they weren't that bright, they didn't have that focused of a pattern, and they had a ton of glare. The reason why I went with Black Oak over like Rigid or Baja design, because in my opinion, not only is it the best value for the dollar, I believe they're actually a more robust light. I am just super impressed with the build quality as well as the function and the light output. You get really high-end 5 or 10 watt LEDs in all of their lights, and I want to demonstrate just how bright they are. So my truck comes equipped with the quad LED light system from Ford. This is an upgraded light package that you can get on the Lariat, the King Ranch, or the Platinum, and now the Limited, but on my specific truck it was an upgraded light package, and it performs pretty dang well. It is far brighter than the headlights that I had on my F450, my 2016 model, as well as the F250 model that I had in 2011. Anyways, I can't really tell how they appear on the camera, but I think you'll be impressed by the difference once I turn on the floodlights that are in the bumper. So the lights I'm about to turn on are the lights that are in the ranch hand bumper that I replaced the OLB lights with. So those are my bumper lights, and as you can see, they are exceptionally bright. Even though in the camera it looks like they're pretty much casted down right in front of the truck, they cast out much farther than my factory headlights did. I'll turn them off real quick so you can see what they look like again without them. And I'll turn them back on here in a second. All right, so again, as you can see, they are exceptionally bright lights. There's a car coming my way, so. Next light I'm going to turn on is my actual 20-inch Black Oak bar in the front, as well as the 2 floodlights I mounted on either side of it. And this is going to be the part that just blows you away. I don't know if you can see how far down that is, but if you can see the stop sign down there, it's way off in the distance down there. It's hard to really explain how bright it is. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. I'm going to turn the fog lights off. So that's just the headlight. And the Black Oak light comes on now. So you can see just how bright these lights are. And not only are they bright, but they're very well focused. So they put light downrange where you really want it. very well designed. Now, a lot of people commented on the video that I should look at brands like Baja as well as Rigid, which I think are both very, very high quality, high-end brands. They carry a very, very high premium to them, and a lot of times the premium is justified by the quality that you get. One of the things that's super nice about Black Oak is that you get what I consider equal, if not better quality lights for far less. Now, they're not going to be cheap lights like you get on Amazon or like you get all over the internet. These aren't the lights that you get for 15 bucks each, but these lights are relatively affordable considering how well they're designed, the IP69K rating that they meet, as well as the quality of the plugs, the connectors, using actual Deutsch connectors, giving you real breather valves on all their lights, and giving you a package that is far, far more robust than what you might be used to, especially in that $75 to about $500 price range that their lights span across. Guys, I just wanted to give you a quick demonstration of how good the lights look, how well they perform, and I'm hoping that you like them because I really do, and I think that if you purchase them, you would be really happy. I think most of my subscribers that have them can probably attest to that. Secondly, I wanted to point out the video that I showed you at the beginning of the outlet that I installed on my Toolbox. That is actually a modification that you can do to your truck without the need of upfitter switches. You don't need to have factory upfitter switches to do that. You can simply run a wire from the battery of your vehicle, put a 15 or 20 amp inline fuse, just like you're running maybe a car stereo amplifier, or if you're running a light bar, run it back to the plug, and then put a switch in between it. So very similar to installing a light bar with the switch and a fuse. Instead of the power powering on a light bar, it's powering on a 12-volt cigarette lighter style socket. And that in itself gives you a heck of a lot of utility, especially if you need power outside of your vehicle for whatever reason. Now, the one thing you do need to do is be sure that you buy a marine plug that has a marine grade cover, just so you don't get moisture, water, debris, dirt, anything inside of the plug when you're not using it. But it's super easy to use, very easy to install. It shouldn't take you more than maybe an hour if you have any type of basic 12-volt skills. But if you haven't done it before, you could probably even take it to Best Buy and have the Geek Squad installed inside of your vehicle. Anyways, guys, I hope you liked the video. If you do, I'd appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.